All right, and welcome to our inaugural episode of Quick Hits. It's our kind of secondary show. We're going to talk about one guy in today's instance, kind of a situation. Try to keep it down to about 5 minutes and just kind of give you the info you need real quick. So, guy we're going to talk about today is Mark Ingram. It's a guy I wanted to keep my eye on in week 2, see what he did, see if he really was going to be the guy going forward. And at least in my opinion and what it seems like, he's definitely going to be the guy. And honestly, I think he could be even better than he has been with the situation they're in, quarterback wise. I think they're going to really need to run the ball. I'm not too worried about David Johnson taking too much of the workload. So how do you feel about Mark Ingram? You're the Houston guy.
Yeah, so a big Houston fan. They have a lot of okay running backs, right? Mark Ingram,
Yeah.
David Johnson, Philip Lindsay. Probably wouldn't say about or maybe not Rex Burkhead, but all names you know. So it's
Yeah.
why do they have all these running backs?
One of the
idea.
few teams you could probably name like 4 running backs on.
Yeah, so he was outsnapped by a decent percentage. It was 26 snaps to 19 snaps. So David Johnson actually outsnapped him. Philip Lindsay got 14 snaps. So Mark Ingram with 19, that does worry you, but I think that has a lot to do with the game flow. They were down. Obviously, they were competitive for a while there. When Mark Ingram was on the field, he got a lot of work. They actually, it looks like they like him there. I do worry now without Tyrod, though, that and it looks like he'll be down for a little bit, that this team's going to be playing from behind a lot. We'll see. I think week 3 they play Carolina. I think that's definitely a game that Carolina played well, but I think they could probably run the ball a decent amount of that game. They'll at least try. So he should have some value there. But I don't know. I mean, obviously none of these guys are amazing RB2 options. Mark Ingram, yeah, he's probably the guy you want to own. David Johnson, I think the snap count is a little misleading. He was outsnapped in week 1. Mark Ingram, when he's on the field, he does get plenty of love.
Well, I was going to say, you said he had 19 snaps. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
In week 2? Well, he had 15 touches. He had 14 runs and a catch. Not a good catch, but a catch. So when he's on the field, he's definitely getting the workload, and they're definitely going to him. So just kind of a guy that I think people are going to start getting worried about. They're going to see David Johnson. They're going to remember the David Johnson from a few years ago. But I think Houston likes him. He's a guy that I feel pretty solid about in that kind of low-end RB2, maybe flex. You're probably starting a wide receiver most of the time in the flex, but I'm not concerned with David Johnson is the main thing. I think that Mark Ingram's going to have a pretty solid season, and I honestly think they're going to have to lean on the running game a little bit more now that the quarterback situation's a little more iffy than it was.
Yeah, I think that Davis Mills, this is all contingent on him he's got to be at least somewhat adequate, but assuming he is able to at least move be able to have some passing just to help Mark Ingram a little bit where they're not loading the box. But assuming Davis Mills can do that, which is a big if, as somebody you definitely should be owned. Mark Ingram should be owned. He's a starting running back in the NFL. He definitely should be owned. If you have him, you see him, if you see him available, definitely pick him up. Coming off not a great week, you might even see him dropped because he 14 for 41. If somebody did pick him up before, so just somebody to look out for.
If you have him, don't panic. He's going to be solid.
Yeah,
he's probably never going to win you a week, but I honestly don't think he's ever going to lose you a week.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be right in that ballpark, kind of high single digits, somewhere probably between 8 and 15 points a week is my guess.
Yeah, so definitely keep an eye on him. 60% owned or so he might be available. If he is, pick him up. Starting running back in the NFL. If he gets dropped, pick him up. There you go.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Leave a comment. Have a good one.
Peace.